Yes indeed. It is time for the Shadowgate Remake. Wow, it has been a while since I kickstarted. I joined in on this thing. As you know, I've been a big fan of Shadowgate ever since I joined the stream 4 years ago. And, yeah, it's it's finally here. The Shadowgate Remake. It's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. So, what can I say? But if you've never seen Shadowgate, if you've never seen Hardcore Fright of it, prior to that, you've never seen me stream Shadowgate, then it's gonna be a little hard. But I can describe it as Shadowgate is a point-and-click game that appeared both on the Mac back in the day and on the NES, and I happened to grow up with the NES version, which happened to be in Swedish. One of the few rare games that actually got translated into my native language, but yeah, it had a notorious mistranslation in in its little menu. If you're not familiar with it, I'll show you. But one of the problems is well, how do I properly describe this? Let me see. I guess this would do. I don't really know how I could describe this besides this. Well, everything is pretty much accurate in Shadowgate's translation, except this part. Go has been mistranslated. This, for example, should be, in Swedish you have umlauts over certain vowels. This should be a A with a single dot over it. It should be gå. This makes it ga. Ga is not a Swedish word. It is not. It's fucking gibberish. So, that, and this. They also messed this one up. This became slä. It should be slå, which means hit. And, now, from what I've heard, actually, this is not the developer's fault. It's actually the local distributor in Sweden that totally messed this up for our for the Swedish gamers. But yeah, yes, that's right. But yes, indeed, Shadowgate the remake. I've been waiting for this for a while now. We did a hardcore fight of it. And we've also done several streams of it. I even did a sort of a joke stream on 1st of April, where I did the entire game in Swedish, so, yeah. But anyway, Shadowgate, the remake, is out, and I have been waiting a long time to do this, so, yeah, let's get straight into it. I launched this on Steam, so it says I've been playing it for, like, 5-6 hours, but in reality, I've just been having it in the background while I was multitasking, so don't think I've been cheating and getting the hints before. So it's nothing like that. So anyway, let's do this and see what it's all about. I'm excited for this, very so. Let me see, Shadowgate. Here we go. And this is it. Let me just fix the volume here in a second, and for you too. Alright, good. And here it is. It's the Shadowgate Remake. Very exciting. You can probably hear that little nod to the original NES music in the background here, which is very fun to know they pay tribute to. Just listen to it. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. Yes, indeed. I'll lower the volume a little bit for you guys, but yes. Wow, what an introduction, huh? Totally blew me away. Totally blew me away. Very cool, very cool. Now, how is the volume mix between my voice and the game? I like an even mix here, so yeah. I'm just gonna turn down the volume just a little bit for me, so I can hear it a little bit better. Alright, I hope it's an even good balance. Everything sounds good. Good so far, it's perfect. Alright, game is a bit quiet. It's good, good balance. Alright, good. Now, I did do a little sneak at the features, and you can actually activate a retro mode in this. If you want, you can have the classic audio from the NES, aka this. As much as I love the NES music, and don't get me wrong, I do, I need to give this new soundtrack a try. But you can also do that, old school text and transitions. I don't really know what that is yet, but it's gonna be a real treat to check it out. But let's play the game as vanilla as it is currently and fiddle around with it more. So yeah, let me see. Immersion. For those who would rather see the entire environment or enjoy playing with keybinds, oh, you can have that too. Retro. A fun bonus for NES Game Boy Color fans that works with either mode. In the settings, you can change the audio to Hiroyuki Masuno's original score, have text come up with the quill, and or change the room transition graphics to emulate the NES. That is really cool. That is really cool. I am very, very stoked that they paid attention to the original, because most people did play the NES stuff, and such as me. So it's really, really cool that they you know, give a little nod to that. But anyway, let's get straight to it. Shadowgate, really excited to try this out, and yeah, let's do it. Let's see. Contain harder puzzles and less forgiving gameplay. Now, I have played Shadowgate quite a lot, so I know the solutions to most puzzles, but because it's a whole new game, I expect that, well, a lot of new puzzles, a lot of new challenges. So you have Apprentice, Journeyman, and Master. For experienced adventures and close to the classic version, contains the hardest puzzle and its least forgiving gameplay. Now, I don't know what I'm actually getting into, so I'm actually gonna go into Journeyman. If it does prove that it's too easy, whatever, then I will switch to Master, but yeah, let's do this.
A hero's journey? A great quest? Certainly it shall be these things. But for you, young Jer Cuthega, soldier of Windermere, could it not be so much more? In dreams, I have come to you, beseeching, entreating. Ride south, boy. Take naught but a dirk, a torch, courage. Ride south from Rivellin, around the southern arm, through the Waven Fair Wood, past Myrithath, beyond the citadel of Murlach Tor, and the spires of Gimdane, and the darkness of Tarketh's Pass. There you shall find my stone in wait. Under the shade of the mountain range, none have entered, either on foot, on mount, on wing. Gatekeeper, the oldest of spires, it harbors that which has been spoken of in whispers and ascribed to legend. Shadowgate, the living castle. was not as it should be. One of our own is now our great bane. A blight upon us. He has brought the ancient keep low, and it now lies fallow. It is there that you will find me, Lackmere of the Circle of 12. It is there that you will find this great quest. It is there that you will find yourself.
Alright, very cool. A very, very cool intro. Alright, let's see how much is retained from the original and see what is new and, yeah. Alright, let's check it out. This would be the intro, I suppose. Hey you, it's me, the Skull! Click on the take command, alright? Thanks, I've been stuck here for ages.
You can call me Yorick. I'll be up here on your left from now on.
Alright. Let's see. You'll notice that there are a number of buttons running along the top. These are commands you can perform on everything in the adventure. You click a command and an item, and you're on your way to completing your quest. Look down there where I was laying. It looks like a key. You should probably take it. Alright. Take the key. Items that you take are stored in your inventory. Click on the satchel in the lower left for you. Okay. It looks like there's something under those roots to the right. I guess over here, yeah. You'll have to cut through them to get to it. You have a dirk in the items tab of your inventory. First click on the dirk, then click. Okay. So, no, I don't want that. I want the dirk. Use that. Close this down. And I found a helm. Alright, let's take it. You see that portrait over the top right? That's you, or thyself. You can equip the helm you just found by first clicking on the helm in here. Okay. Okay, so I'm supposed to go in the inventory. Outfit. Use. On me. I see. Okay, items that you have equipped will show up on thyself. Equipped items will also be shown in the outfit. Okay. Use command. Yeah, alright. Now, I probably shouldn't have activated the tutorial, but... oh, open the door. I'm sorry. Wait a minute, did I not use the... I did not use the key on the door, my bad. Alright, here we go. Perfect, now the door is locked, you just need to open it and we can go inside. Alright, as I said, I probably should not have activated the tutorial for this, but... yeah. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's go. It's a bit dark in here. Do you see your torch in the lower right corner? Use your torch on the left. Okay. Let's use it. Just like in the NES version. I hope it retains that cryptic stuff from the original. The white flame stuff. If you're not familiar with it, there's a specific torch in this game that you need to light and use on a wraith or a ghoul that blocks your path so you can't get a robe. It's very cryptic and very strange. So, I don't know. I don't know if they retained it, but yeah. Alright. Well, that brightens things up. Let's take the torch. Alright. My torch. You take the lit torch, drop the previous lit one behind you. Now we can see what we're doing. That lever looks important. Use thyself. Alright. I will use me. I'm going to suppose me, use, and the lever. There we go. Alright. With a squeal of protest, the lever begins to move. A few moments later, a stone slides away from the wall, revealing an opening that holds a key. Let me see. You will need to use thyself on many things in Shadowgate. When you use thyself on an object, how you interact with it will depend on what the object is. You might operate it, wear it, search it, or directly interact with that object in some other way, like the lever you pull. Alright. Another key. Let's see. You have to figure out what this one goes down on your own, but before you continue, there are just a few things more I want to show you. Alright. The parchment down in the left corner is... okay, it's a map. Really? Your map keeps track of things. You've been... interesting. Click the X in the upper right to close the map. Oh, they put a map in Shadowgate. Really? Well, I'm sure they elaborated a lot on the castle here, because you did not need a map in the original. Maybe in the manual, I can't remember, but that is really neat. That is really neat. Caves. I'm supposed to, yeah, as I said, I'm assuming they elaborated quite a bit. Alright, the arrow in the lower left is the back button. The back button will only take you to the room that is behind your current room. Where's the back button? The arrow in the lower right. The back button. What do you mean? Oh, I see the arrow. I see. Well, that's it for now, but you can always speak to me if you need some advice. I suppose Yorick is the, when you're stuck and you can't progress, and you kind of have to nudge for hints, you know what I mean? But, alright. Let's see. I guess move a stone slides from it. Alright. Let's look at this. What is this? A strange pattern unlike you've seen before is carved into solid iron door. Can I open it? Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. It revealed the key. Let's take it. Alright. I will use this on the door. You struggle with both hands to turn the key in the stubborn lock. A satisfying click echoes through the chamber as you toss the key aside. Alright. Let's open it up. The door easily swings open. Now I'm very excited for... Oh shit.
Blackmere was a fool to send a child to do that which even the vaunted Circle of 12 could not. Contain my growing power. Come if you wish. It makes little difference. Seal your fate within this living castle of the dead.
When that happened in the NES version, it was not as exciting. When it happened in the NES version, I'll show you. It was, well, let me see if I can find a picture of it. No, I really can't find it directly, but most people have seen it, and it's a little bit underwhelming. You get like snake eyes on the screen for like 5 frames. It's very it's definitely not as impressive as this version, so very cool. All right, let's go. Let me see. Let's go. A dead body. I wonder what killed him. You should search his remains. He won't mind, and sometimes you can find useful items on corpses. Open and use the self on the corpse. Alright. Use myself. I will open the corpse. How gory. Let's see. What was that I got? Let's see. You pat down on the corpse. Your rough handling produces the sound of cracking bones, as well as a piece of parchment, which put in my pack. Alright. Look at that altar. How do you pronounce it? Altar? Altar? My Swedishness is shining through the night. Such as any ordinary book, you can learn spells by reading certain books and scrolls. Going to open this one. Alright. Oh, you mean that. I'm sorry. This particular book comes with a strange power. Let's read what is written. Look in the book. Alright. You learned a spell. Now, altar. There we go. Alright. You learned a spell. Spells that you learn are stored in the spell section of your inventory. Click the satchel icon to open. Okay. I see. Invoking. That was not in the original, actually. Alright. There's your new spell. Every spell does something different. It will only work when cast on certain items or certain places. Let's try something new. You can keybind anything in your inventory, including your Yorick, thyself, and your torch to the... Okay, I see. Bind your new spell to the... Okay. Let me see. First, selecting a spell. The number 1 key. And then pressing... Oh, I see. Cool. Now, anytime you want to use the spell, you can press the 1 number key and it'll select it. Try using your new key. Okay. Use invoking spell. I see. That's really neat. That's really neat. That's really... You don't have to go to the inventory every time you want to do it. Alright. It looks like that spell is meant to be used on something else. Look on the ground by the statue. Books aren't the only thing to read around here. I wonder what that scroll says. Let's take a look and open it. Let me see. A message from Lakmir. It seems important. We can't risk this information falling into the hands of the Warlock Lord. Memorize this message, then burn the scroll. Let me see. Alright. No, I'm gonna read it first. You read the message scroll on the scroll. Fandril, this missive is of utmost importance. We must coordinate our efforts. Seek my obelisk in the acolyte den below the sewers. I fear the worst is upon us, but I have plans and motions that may yet avert disaster. It is signed with the name Lakmir. Alright. It was so impressive back in the day when I played it because in the Swedish version of Shadowgate, Lakmir, well, all the versions of Shadowgate, Lakmir is trying to summon a behemoth to, well, take over the world or whatever, you know, evil deed is up to. But what is funny is that in the Swedish version, they did not translate behemoth. So, in Swedish it's something like Lakmir försöker besvärja en stor behemoth. It's like, it doesn't even translate. It's great. It's like a Pokemon or something, it's universal. But I actually do believe Pokemon are actually locally translated. I think, yeah. Alright. Let's see, use your torch on the scroll to burn it. Alright. The old parchment goes up in flames. Double click on a command to lock it. You can then perform the command multiple times without reselecting it. What do you mean? Double click on a command to lock it. You can then perform that command multiple times without reselecting it. Huh. I see. No, I don't. What do you mean? I'm just brain farting here. I am just brain farting. Alright, you can then perform that command multiple times without reselecting it. What do you mean? If you want me to quiet down, just hit me upside the head. I don't mind. I'm used to it. Wow. Okay. Finally, you can load and save the game at any time. That's very important since it's a dangerous place. Click on the item upper left and open the save menu. Alright, well, then you're on your save. I think it's funny that games to this day still have a disc, a floppy disk. Because, like, most kids these days, when they grow up, they don't know. They don't know what a you know, floppy disk is. So, they might be identified with the icon at this point, but I don't think that they know what it is, but... Alright. Cool. Alright. Strange markings and glyphs line the stone pillar that enshrouds the statue. One that depicts a hooded figure with a darkened visage. Alright. Cool. I have a skull companion. Sure didn't have that in... I probably should read Yorick's lines with Skeletor. Maybe. We'll see. Go this way. A series of ancient doors encircle this small hallway. It looks like if a battle may have been fought here long ago. In the original version, it said these halls might have been dug out with enslaved mountain dwarfs, if I believe, yeah. I'm just curious here. One of the things that enticed me somewhat much about Shadowgate was the deaths, alright? The deaths in Shadowgate is legendary, alright? You can burn yourself, hit yourself, dissolve in acid, burn, get clobbered, just all kinds of gory deaths. So I'm gonna, like, just see if I can hit myself. Just to see if they really retain it. Let's see. You punch yourself in the eye. Brilliant. Wow, you can actually do this. Let's see if I can use the torch on myself. Yeah. As the flame of the torch comes in contact with your skin, the smell of burnt flesh fills your nostrils. I used to play this game as like a third-degree burn victim, because you can go on the edge of death with burning yourself and still survive. So when you get crowned, you know, by the king at the end, you look like a freak, you know, but you're like Skeleton Man. Alright. Anyway, let's look at these bones. This cluster of bones is still mostly intact, dried sinews and muscles holding together. Let's eat ourselves. You bite your arm and leaving a deep imprint. The fact that it hurt and you don't taste very good compels you to give up this course of action. I just ate myself. Let's see if I can eat the torch. That wouldn't accomplish anything. Ah, okay. Okay, let's see if we can speak to ourselves. I'm just trying out all these commands. You mumble under your breath to yourself. Yuri comes to life and says, what do you say there, lad? No, I'm just crazy. I'm just crazy, that's it. Alright, let's see. Let's open this. And go ahead. With stone tombs lining the walls of this musty crypt, there is an ancient, almost irreverent air to this place. Is this where you find the Banshee? I'm not particularly sure, actually. Actually, we're gonna go down. Go on again. Open this up. I wonder if this is where the shark is. Oh, yeah, it is. Within a large cavern, you find yourself on the shore of a placid underground lake. Oh, yes. And I do remember how to actually solve this. I do want to reserve my first death to Space Reaper. I know that sounds strange, but one of the biggest things for me in Shadowgate is one of the most notorious deaths is you can get sucked into space. And there's 3 mirrors in this. The mirror on the right has a portal to deep space in the castle. So, well, you can just get sucked into space, and that's what I want to die on. And if you're not familiar with it, when it first happened, the first time I ever streamed Shadowgate here, I blurted out Space Reaper. And that kind of stuck ever since, so it kind of became an old Vinesauce inside joke with Space Reaper, so I'm gonna try to die by Space Reaper tonight. Let's go in here.